I asked myself why I didn't get into the flipping, and I wish I would have done it sooner. I love making connections and raising private money. I love the construction side. Again, back to like flipping houses. I understand how to break a deal down and underwrite a deal. Sold a $1.1 million flip. They're making money, I'm making money, and it's a win-win for everybody.
Hey there, business enthusiasts. Welcome to the Chills Podcast, brought to you by Allweather Roof. Because just like a sturdy roof, our conversations are built to last. I'm your host, Brent Loberg, and we're about to dive into the world of business, family, and the moments that give us those exhilarating chills. Ever wonder what keeps successful people inspired? Well, get ready to find out as we chat with some fantastic all-weather customers, partners, vendors, and friends. We'll explore their triumphs, challenges, and maybe even some unexpected secrets. After all, business is not just about numbers. It's about the people behind them. So grab your metaphorical popcorn and join us on this journey. Get ready to be inspired, maybe even get a few chills of your own. This is the Chills Podcast. Let the goosebumps begin. Introduce yourself and the name of your company. We didn't get there yet.
Yeah, I started, like I said, flipping houses. Thunder Property Solutions is my company, and
Okay.
that was 4 years ago. I got into a real estate program, coaching program, and from there, it took off, and I've done all my flips right in Minnesota, in the Edina world, the nice, expensive world.
How about your business? Is it residential?
Yeah, I started on the flipping side, and then I went to, now I'm on the multifamily side. I've been going into multifamily more now. I just, less headaches, especially with contractors. So, yeah, I just actually closed last month 4 unit in Fort Worth.
Okay.
And then I have an opportunity here downtown Minneapolis, another 4 unit that they came to me and asked me if I'd be interested. So I said yeah, but they're, like I said, a slow process with them. But they kind of just dragging their feet a little bit. So we'll just, like I said, work with them.
Sure. So when you say when you're doing that, are you buying it yourself, or are you?
Yeah. I have a partner on the Fort Worth one, and we'll do the same thing here, the Minneapolis one. I reached out to him the other day and said, hey, you want to do this one too? And said, yeah. So,
okay. Would that be the case down in when you're?
Yeah. I would like to my goal is probably to have 50 doors by the end of the year. It's just, I don't know if it'll happen just because it's slow, but let's plug away at it,
Yeah. So as the economy, as people talk about the economy starting to slow, is that going to be like a good opportunity for you to pick up some property?
Yeah. Yeah.
So remember back in 2008, you hear about all these real estate gurus, right? They just grew their portfolio because buying stuff for pennies on a dollar.
The big one is just trying to get a lot of these people to do owner financing because it's a win-win, So because we got the Fort Worth one, and I'm trying to, I think I'll be able to get this Minneapolis one too. The church, the church, I think the church owns it. I'm trying to, like I said, I just got the call on Saturday, so I got to find out, the fine details. But I think the church actually owns it, or the pastor, one of the two.
Okay.
I don't know at this point. Basically, their financing guy reached out to me, and so he just asked me if I was interested, and I said yeah. And so I said you got to get the numbers in order for me to even think about it, So that's what he's going to round up the numbers and stuff. So
what do you mean by owner financing?
So, like, say if you own that and you, like said, you want to get rid of it, right? Normally, like I said, everyone is different, but like we try to set it up for like 3 years. Okay, so you're still paying the monthly payment, but we give you like a down payment, like let's say 10% down on whatever you want for it. And then as we go, you pay it, but then we're collecting the rent, but we're also then at the very end, now we're going to give you more value because you're basically carrying the note for 3 years.
Okay.
It's kind of a win-win-win, in one situation, because we're also paying you for the payment too. 2022 sold a $1.1 million flip.
Okay.
So that was my biggest.
Yeah.
The rehab was like 300K, and so it was good.
So is that something that you sold then, or did you keep that, or is that something that's in your portfolio now?
No, that one sold. We sold that one. Yep.
Okay.
Doctor came along, bought it cash.
Okay.
Yeah. We were worried, because that's when the kind of economy started going down,
Yep.
So we were worried about the selling side of it, but it ended up working out. Doctor came along, bought it for cash, and when we heard she stuck more money into it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Still put another 50K in it, but remodeled the bottom or the whole basement. Everything we did, there wasn't really an area that we didn't touch on that property and the house. And so she, I guess, wanted an office area down, more of an office area down in the basement. So she demoed some bunch of stuff and now made it. So it's interesting. Like you said, they buy it and then put more money in it.
Sure. Yeah, especially after you did all the work to it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So now with your specialties, you're going to kind of buy and hold and kind of grow your portfolio.
Yeah. So now, like you said, now I'm switching to multifamily space, and it's more, like you said, more passive because flipping is a wave. Basically, it's up and down, especially when the economy, you don't know. So, like, especially on the selling and buying, and like you said, it's kind of a wave. And I want to be more just steady income, passive income that I don't have to do anything. I just collect rent, the property.
Okay.
Yeah, I just made it probably a couple months ago, actually. I bought into multi-family coaching program. I really believe in coaching, we can all look at Michael Jordan, look how he got where he's at, with all his coaching. So I really believe in that, coaching, and that's what I've been moving forward like that. Like I said, investing in myself and learning that way. Like I said, then we avoid those big mistakes, right? Because those can get pretty costly, especially when you're flipping. If you don't watch it, project could turn upside down pretty quick.
Yeah. So what are these coaching programs that you're talking about?
So it's basically a mastermind group that you join. Each one is a little different. I've got 2 right now. I have business one. Basically, we're all business owners. Some from based from A to Z. Like most of it's probably I think he said it was 60% of it's real estate, but the rest, other business owners, like yourself, roofing to cleaning to whatever it is. And I've learned really a lot in that program, in that mastermind group. And we meet once a week, every Wednesday, an hour call. And then basically he talks for, about a half hour, and then he asks questions. And then he asks us to bring questions to him. And we kind of just all hash it out, learn from each other.
Bouncing ideas off each other.
Yep.
Learning what's working for them, what's not working. Okay.
That's how I picked up my business partner for the multifamily side now. Okay. I met him through that group right from day one. So we've known each other for 2 years. And like you said, he had something come up where my strong point is I love raising private money. Like investors like yourself, you can jump in and either use your 401k or IRA or your savings checking account, whatever you got in there. And then I basically offer, say 50K off or 12% on your return and it depends on, again, depends on the time frame, flipping, it was 6 months to 12-month period. But then now multifamily is a little different. So now it's more of a long-term investment, 3 to 5. And then we basically, what we'll do is refi it out and then give you your money back. And then in the meantime, we give you we set up quarterly or monthly payments that your interest payment that you're getting.
Okay.
And then we pay out, like I said, at the end, 3 years, 5 years, whatever, where we rehab that out or refinance it out, and then we pay you off. And then we just we're collecting the rent in the meantime anyways. But like I said, then we pay you out and then we move on to the next one. Most people that I've had reinvest. Like you said, they like to see that money growing. It's, big. And it's fun. It's fun. I enjoy it. They're making money, I'm making money, and it's a win-win for everybody.
What would you say is your ideal property if you could find? Is it that four unit?
No, I want to get into the 20 to 50 unit one, right in that range. That's where I want to get to. Hopefully one of, like you said, and that's like we were talking about, only takes one of those deals to come along and you're set pretty good.
Yeah.
For that passive income.
Okay. Have you been watching the Florida market?
Yeah, a little bit. So my coaching program that I joined with that one, he is in the Jacksonville area. He's kind of helping me, guide me in the right direction of what, and then he, like you said, we break deals down. I've learned that part of it. Like at the end of the day, I love raising private money. So more or less my thing is I'm learning just so, I understand how to break a deal down and, underwrite a deal, but at the end of the day, I'll raise private money for the opportunities like him himself or whoever that may be. That's then I get a cut of the deal. Move it.
Got it. So is it? So you said you had a business partner. Is it just you two?
Yeah.
Yep. You started the company and then you kind of.
Yeah. He's been in the multifamily space longer than I. Like I said, when I met him 2 years ago, he was in the multifamily space. I was flipping. So he knows, like I said, that's where I'm learning besides the coaching program, but learning from him too, It's so that's why I said, I asked him if he wanted to reach out to him. I asked him if he wanted to take on the Minneapolis opportunity. He said, yeah.
Okay.
So he'll help me. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I know the basics of creative financing, but he can kind of help guide that a little bit more because he knows the terminology and, how to get people to understand a little better than I can. Like I said, I know the basics basically. Or like I said, I'm learning too.
Yeah. You got any funny stories or interesting stories since you started this? It's been 4 years.
Not really funny story, but I have so the one flip, it was a mother and a father. They both passed away, and so then there was the three kids. There was two girls and a son, and we were flipping a house, basic kitty corner from their house, and they're, like you said, the mom just passed away. The dad passed away earlier, and then she passed away during COVID. They actually walked through the property when we had it for sale. They walked through it, and then they came up to us and said, this is a little bit later. They said, hey, would you be interested in flipping our house or their parents' house? They said, yeah. So then we basically just gave them a price, and they said they accepted it. And then basically through that journey, flipping this house, I invited them. The two live here, and the two girls live in the Twin Cities area, but he lives in Kansas. Basically, I invited them, so they got to see the journey, and they see from what it looked like to now. And it's very it hit home. You know what I'm saying? Like they were at the very end, they were crying. They're in tears. Like it was pretty interesting. Like you said, a story that I'll never forget. Because you said, that was life-changing to them.
Yeah.
Seeing their house that they lived in all their life turned into something that was pretty amazing to them. And and it was, like I said, it was a really good turnout. It actually turned out really well.
Sure. Yeah, well, that actually brings, the name of the podcast is The Chills. Yeah. So, that was the goosebumps moments. I bet that was one where I could kind of see you even tearing up a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a really good one to have. Like I said, the one that you'll always remember, right?
Yeah. Do you ever keep in contact?
Oh, yeah. So she, the one, especially the one, follows me on Facebook, and she's always liking my stuff and stuff. So she's been following me pretty close. So, yeah. And I've reached out to her once, so I asked her how things are going. And
yeah. When you look, I suppose you lose both your parents, and kind of emotional to go just see the transformation of the house. Yeah, you got to let it go.
Yeah, and that was the big thing with them too, was because they were on the corner. Their house was on the corner, and most builders in that area were tearing them down and doing new builds. Like we're going after $2 million houses. They're tearing them down. They were buying them at whatever price, giving them price value, and then taking them down and doing a $2 million project. Like a house. It was kind of frustrating a little bit, but they've been doing it for a long time, so I couldn't take it away. But it was the same builder, and he had probably 10 going at a time. And it kind of right where we're in our area that we were flipping. And so, like I said, and that was one of the things they asked right away, because they said my mom would not allow someone to tear this house down and build a new one. And they said, are you going to do that? And I said, absolutely not. We're just going to make it a lot nicer than what it was.
Yeah.
And they appreciated that because that was one of their key things of letting us get it for the price we did,
Okay.
So we didn't tear it down. So and we did, like you said, we did a lot to it. It was one of them. And again, we almost touched everything on it. I mean, the only thing we didn't have to re-roof, otherwise new siding, windows, and gutted basically the whole inside. Like turned it. They didn't really have a master suite, so we turned it in. We put a master suite, master bathroom. They didn't have a master bathroom. They just had one bathroom for 3 bedrooms on the main level. And so we, like I said, turned and then left the 1 bathroom basically, and then added the master bathrooms.
What did you do before this?
I kind of still do a little bit survey. I've been surveying for almost 20 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you've kind of always been real estate side.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been around it. Why I didn't get into the flipping and that, I asked myself that, but you can't take back time, right? Yeah. So, but I wish I would have done it sooner, but like I said, I've been around it, and so I still enjoy it. That's kind of why it's hard I walked away from it 2 years ago, surveying completely, and then a buddy of mine works for a company, and they are doing the gold line, the new gold line. I don't know if you heard it. So it goes from St. Paul to Woodbury.
Okay.
And it's bus only. It's just going to be buses only. It's a $50 million project. He asked me if I would come work for 2 summers. So basically, so like I said, now when I leave here, I'm going to go help.
Okay.
We got a bunch of stuff going on. So yeah. So I haven't completely. I walked away, but then he got me to come back, and then, like I said, I love the construction side. Again, back to like flipping houses. I love taking something that's junk and turning it into new, or like you said, like taking something that's old it doesn't even exist and into a road, and
yeah. So you found your passion, you feel.
Yeah. But like I said, I want to walk away though. Yeah. I want to just, like I said, have passive income coming in and just keep rolling. Yeah. Just keep it rolling.
All right. Well, so you've been doing this for 4 years. Is there any tidbit of advice you can give for up-and-coming entrepreneurs or the audience to help them with their business?
Coaching.
Okay.
Believe in 100% coaching. I would not go without it.
So just find a group of...
Yep. There's many. Yeah, there's a lot of groups out there. Just go online and it's real estate groups, and Pace Morby is a big one. He's a big one, but there's, like you said, there's multiple ones out there that are good programs that are.
Yeah, I have a couple business partners that do Vistage. I don't know if you've heard of Vistage or not, but it's kind of that same
concept.
Yeah.
Is that more of a business on the business side of it?
Yeah, where they meet once a month, and it's the same thing you go through, like what's working for this company and what's not, and it's a good bounce ideas off people.
Yep. And like I said, at the end of the day, I love making connections and raising private money.
Yeah.
I love doing that. Like I said, I got constantly people reaching out now, asking, hey, what do you got going on? Like, if they're interested. And the big thing, end of the day, is teaching people how to use their 401k, leverage their 401k, because obviously, the inflation right now, $1 doesn't mean shit. They don't saying, like, it's terrible. And so, if we don't, like, most people think that, sticking all their money in a 401k and they're going to try to retire at 65, it ain't going to happen at this point. You know what I'm saying? They got to learn or get more money in order to retire at 65, because there's no way you're going to make 20 years on, let's say, $3,000 income, right? From their 401k.
Yeah, so you're teaching them to do like multiple streams of income.
Yeah. They can use their, especially if it's a past employee 401k, you can really leverage that. You can put it in like a self-direct and then be a private investor. Like, you leverage that. You can use an active one, but it's like a 50% usually is the cut there, where you can only borrow 50% of it. But you can still leverage it, right?
And you get taxed on that if you take out too, right?
Yeah. Well, no, that's what I'm saying. If you have a previous 401k, you can take that out and put it in a self-direct. You're not touching it. You're just switching it into a self-direct. Now, the only where you're going to get taxed on is so if you borrow me $50K, you're paying the tax on that interest.
Yep.
That's the only thing. Otherwise, you're not paying the 50K, the tax on 50K, because it's already in there.
Got it.
You're just paying the interest on what you gain for that period of time. Like it's like a 6 month, 12 month, whatever it is, 3 years.
Okay.
Yep, that's only where you're paying the tax on, but not because it's just like you said, it's going from 401k to 401k. You know, it's just you're not touching it. It's the same as 401k to a self-direct. You're not, like I said, it's not touching it.
Sure.
So you don't get. As soon as you pull it out, you're right. As soon as you pull that 50K out, yeah.
Got it. So are there people that are just giving you cash too?
Yep. They have their, like you said, sitting in savings or checking account. Yep. And before, when I first started 4 years ago, I was taking, we had a family member with 30K. But now I got to a point where it's 50K or more to invest in something with me.
Got it.
They got a 50K or more.
Okay.
Yeah, my biggest one was 375. Was an investor. We came forward with 375K. That's my biggest so far. My goal is to hit bigger than, I'd like to run into somebody that's got $1 million and then invest in that $1 million, invest their $1 million.
And then you take that money and you find a property, flip it, and they're getting.
Or like now, instead of multifamily, now buy it. Let's say now that's where, now I can go after, if I had like $1 million, now I can go after a 20 to 50 unit.
Yeah.
Because I can take that $1 million and that'd be, say they're 10% down wherever, you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm going to use that 10% down, leverage that. And then, like you said, in 3 years, then refi it out, take him his $1 million. Plus he's getting that interest,
Oh, sounds like a good business model.
Yeah.
Been working out for you.
Yeah.
On your passion.
Here.
Let's see. Ask me how we get you double-digit returns on your money. I like it.
Yeah. So I teach you how to earn double digits.
Yeah, I love it, man.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming in today.
Yeah. Thank you.
Fun. Good to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap, folks. A huge thank you to our incredible guests and, of course, Allweather Roof for making this podcast possible. If you enjoyed these conversations as much as we did, don't forget to hit subscribe and share the chills with your fellow business aficionados. Remember, it's not just about business, it's personal, and it's all about the people. Stay inspired, chase those dreams, and let the chills guide you. Till next time, this is Brent, signing off from the Chills Podcast. Catch you on the flip side.